Wow, 2 mics. Bloody hell. Which one do you use? I went left. So it seems a lot bigger, but it's actually quite small. But yes, are you all well?
Yes.
So I'm glad about that. You know, who's excited for Valentine's Day?
Yes.
Ooh, apathetic. You know, I've got a plan. Get an hour price voucher. See, doesn't exist, you know. And you just give an hour price voucher and they go, oh, brilliant voucher. Oh shit. Never do that. Trust me, experience. Yes, when someone dies, it's difficult, right? See that segue there, it's brilliant. And a friend of mine said, oh, someone's died in my family. I was like, oh, that's terrible, blah, blah, you know. And I said, oh, was it a good death? She said, you can't get a good death. I said, oh, right, okay, was the funeral good? She said, you can't get a good funeral. So I was like, oh, was the food adequate? You can't do it, you know, it's just like, oh, well, I won't ask then. You know, if you've got a funeral, I'm not even going to inquire. I might sound ignorant, but I don't care, you know. Oh, I've lost my train of thought, and this is really bad, it's too early. Oh, yes, I remember, yes. Who likes going on dates? Again, there's not much romance in the room. I want more romance. Well, I went on a date with this girl at Waterloo Station in London, so I thought, oh, it's going to be posh and cockney, you know. And got there, she said, oh, do you want me outside W. Smith? I thought, oh, this girl's got money. Got there, and she honestly, right, she had a tea towel over her hand and blood dripping off it. And I'm thinking, this girl's a fruitcake straight away, right? And she said, oh yeah, I got excited when I was cutting some lemons. And she'd cut her hand up. And she wanted to say, come hold hands. I was like, I really don't want to hold your hand, thanks very much. And then she was like going on and all that, and the blood was like dripping off, and everyone was looking at it and stuff. It was weird, you know. And the sad thing is, this is true. Right? I'd love to make it up, but it's not. And she said, oh right, yeah. And I was like, oh, the train's going. She said, the train doesn't go from Euston. I said, I don't care. I've got to go. So I ran away, and I blocked her on Facebook. So I felt it was the best thing to do, you know. Yes. So, oh yes. Who knows the film Ring? The Japanese film Ring. Yes, right. Well, I went on a couple of dates with this girl, and she said, oh, I really love Ring. I said, well, I like it too. Good trilogy. Last one's a bit shit. That's fine, you know. She really loved it, you know. And the problem was, like, you know, when you go on a date with someone, you think, oh, I want to get back to her flat. What I want to do was, I want to see her back, because she said she had a full back of the girl from Ring on her back. That's just too far. She had Sadako over on her back. I was like, I just wanted to see her back so much. You know, I didn't care about her breasts. They fall on the back. You know, but I never got to see it. So, you know, what can you do? Who's had a stalker here?
Yeah.
Brilliant! That's what I want, because most people go, no, I don't think so, no. Well, I was in Sunderland, and I was at a gig, and this girl came up to us and started chatting. I thought, yeah, it's alright, you know, it's fine. And she went off, and then she started scribbling stuff, and I thought, that's weird, you know, why is she scribbling stuff? I said, imagine if she's just writing everything down that I've just done. And she did! She wrote a blog about this! Oh, it was brilliant! Everything I'd said, what jacket I was wearing, oh, God, my hair, you know, shit hair, which is fine, you know, and it was all written there. Look, I enjoyed the thing, and then after a bit she moved on, you know, and it was like, I saw her at the Clooney, and she was like, standing near people from the Future Heads, just like, writing everything down, and oh God, you know, she just went on to bigger and better things, you know, so if you've got a stalker, hold on to them, that's what I say, you know. I always speculate about the future, because it's just around the corner. And I'm going to tell you my thoughts on the future. In the future, I think people will dance on the ceiling like Lionel Richie. The Smiths will reform. We'll have a lightsaber in every home. Luminous cats. Bad Star Trek-esque boiler suits. Mobile phones smaller than your thumb. Police Academy in 3D. That's going to happen. I guarantee it. You know. Everyone has their own TARDIS. Maybe that's just me, I don't know, it would be brilliant. Watches that tell you the time on Mars, we'll need to know that at some point. Myelin class, I think that's a given, you know. X Factor on the moon. Imagine Carol on the moon. Away from me anyway. Chris Morris remaking Last of Summer Wine. You know what you wanted. You know, that would be brilliant. When I used to go swimming in South Shields when I was a kid, there was, you know, you have floats if you're a bit rubbish, right? You know, and that's fine. I had a float when I was, you know, when I was born or something. And I had a float and all that, right? But in South Shields, I don't know if it was a South Shields phenomenon, they always had bite marks out of them. I don't know why. I was fine at the end of the swimming lesson. I'll be like, I'll have a pack of crisps, a tracker, and a Pepsi, and I was fine. But they couldn't wait. Biting away at it. It's like, what are you doing? Just wait, you mad bastards, you know? And it's like, there's just no need to have bite marks out of floats. It's just wrong. This girl I went on a date with, the guy she previously went on a date with lived in a loft, and he was known as Lofty. You say how it was a very good nickname. Anyway, on their first date, he gave her a DVD, and it was a homemade DVD. That's fine, you know. And what it was porn, right? But it was selected scenes that he liked, you know. And he was like, "This is what I'd like to do with you." You know, that's not good. There's no romance there. That's just scruffy. You know what I mean? It's like he's not even trying. He's like, "Argh," you know. DVDs aren't meant for that, you know. I went to a winter fair in London, and because my girlfriend was like, "We should go to a winter fair, it'll be brilliant, you know, they've got rides and that." I was like, "Alright, it's snowing, so you know." And so we're outside and all that, and there was this shop, and it was really, really empty, and I felt really sorry for her. And so I wandered over and all that. What was she selling? Wooden ties. Imagine that. Who needs a wooden tie? It's like having a roller around your neck. What are you doing? You know what I mean? It's just weird. But she never sold anything. It was really sad, you know. Who likes Callum Best, by the way? Or who knows Callum Best? You know who he is vaguely. That's good. But I don't like him. He's a dick. But yeah, basically, I've heard on the word on the street is that he's a love rat. And I've researched this on Google, right? And love rat is someone who's a bastard, you know, a real bastard. So I've decided with my girlfriend I've got to be more of a bastard. So I'm going to tell you some of the things I've done to be more love ratty, you know. And so there's going to be some movements. So get ready for the movement, yeah. I got us some Our Price vouchers. Love rat! Oh yeah! And I got there a CD. Pulp, different class, with a scratch on. Love rat! Oh yeah! Always a bastard. And for the final thing, I went to a restaurant, booked it, didn't turn up. You guessed it, love rat! Thanks for your time. Take care.